You know, Columbus used to be one of the Midwest's best kept secrets. Affordable housing, amazing job market, incredible food, and a beautiful juxtaposition of a Midwestern charm and still a big city. Here's the thing, over the past few years, we've gotten more and more calls from sellers in Columbus telling us they're ready to pack their bags and get out of here. And I'll be honest with you, if you're thinking about even making that move to Columbus, these are 8 pertinent things that you've got to know. And stick around because number 6 is something that no one talks about, but you absolutely have to understand. Well, the intro. Guys, it's Gagan here, your favorite realtor. And here's the big thing, is I'm from New York. Originally, I'm from Nepal, but bygones be bygones, right? I'm from New York. And I'll be honest with you, when I made the move to Columbus, I was a huge fan of the weather. My mom loves the heat. If she could go and live in a sauna for the rest of her life, she would. Columbus's weather is not as bad as New York, especially in the winter time. But compared to places like California, Florida, in Arizona, which is a big migration hub, yeah, you gotta understand, the weather is something you absolutely need to get acclimated to. Here's the thing, from November to March, the weather can just go straight and you have no idea what's coming. I've had clients tell me that they've spent over $400 on their heating bill per month just to stay warm. It's not just the cold either, it's the fact that we only get about 80 days of sunshine throughout the year. And SAD, or seasonal affective disorder, is a very real thing that affects a lot of people. October through April, you absolutely need to make sure that you're taking vitamin D and you're doing activities and going out and hanging out with friends. And you might think that this isn't gonna affect you, but it will. I got one of my best friends that made that move from Columbus all the way to North Carolina. I was actually on a FaceTime call with him and his fiance a few days ago, and he looked so much happier. I told him, bro, honestly, your face just looks like it's 30 pounds less. And he goes, since I moved here, I feel better. That's the best way for me to put it. And it makes sense too. A lot of the people that are living in Columbus, that are living in Ohio, they're getting other houses in places like the Carolinas, Florida, Tennessee, or just somewhere down south where they don't have to necessarily be here for the entire duration of the winter. You know, combining with that, one of the biggest things that I realized that most people don't even talk about is our job market. It's growing, but it's not growing the way that you think it is. We have a stable economy, but stable doesn't mean growth. Perfect example being one of my other best friends. He just graduated with a software engineering degree. Dude cannot find a job for squat. Let me tell you, this is, I think, systematically or statistically, one of the two, it is the worst job market ever. So unless you already have a high-paying job, which most of our clients do, you absolutely need to make sure you have all of these things taken into account. A lot of the major employers here are government jobs, insurance companies, or healthcare corporations as well. My clients in tech tell me they're making 30 to 40% more in places like Austin, Denver, and also Nashville. Dang, that's funny, Denver. Plus, the startup scene here is not as good compared to other major cities. If you have that growth mindset, then you might feel a little stagnated because, well, honestly, you're not gonna have as many people as you think that have that same approach. I've had clients of mine that work in marketing tell me they feel like they've just kind of hit a ceiling and they can't break that barrier. Now, am I saying that there's no entrepreneurs whatsoever? No, I mean, I'm an entrepreneur. The only way that I make money is by helping you buy or sell a house. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and say that we have the same level of exuberance for jobs, for energies, in specific startup fields. Tech, I mean, you're going to Silicon Valley, right? You're going to places like Austin, maybe places like Florida as well. But we do have those hidden gems where there are a lot of people that have synergies with them. Hit me up if you're looking for some of those as well. If you want some cohorts of people that are just like-minded, that are ready to just get stuff done, comment, DM me, call me, whatever, and we'll definitely connect you as well. And you know, the other thing too is the fact that Columbus used to be affordable, but it's kind of a misnomer now. Property taxes in Franklin County are some of the highest in all of Ohio. And the part that really sucks is the fact that it keeps going up every single year. I've had clients of mine that live in Upper Arlington tell me their property taxes went up from $8,000 to $12,000 in the last 3 years alone. Plus, while housing is cheaper compared to the coast, it's just not justifiable compared to everything else. When you factor in things like higher heating costs, car maintenance from all the salt and potholes, an entire winter wardrobe, it's not what it looks like on paper. You know, ironically enough, I made a post on my Instagram. I'm gonna put that post right here. It says that Columbus is ranked as the 8th most boring city. look at the comments. I'm gonna put some comments here as well so you can just kind of read it. But people said one major thing. They're not lying. And it's so funny to me because a lot of individuals that are coming to Columbus, that live in Columbus, have one very precarious question. What is there to do? And let me tell you, the entertainment scene compared to other places is not what it looks like. And I want to actually phrase that a little interestingly because it's kind of an irony. Most of the clients that we have that are coming to Columbus, number one, have families. Number two, have a strong job. And number three, are looking to grow. The entertainment scene, albeit it is important, isn't the biggest factor in their move. It's safety, it's synergy, it's also people and family that live close by. So ironically enough, it's not that important. If entertainment is important to you, there's definitely some few things that you need to know. Sports perspective, we've got the Blue Jackets and the Crew, but no major other teams to really put us on the map. The music scene is okay, but most major brands and big companies, they skip Columbus and either go to Cincinnati or Cleveland. The restaurant scene is okay, and we definitely have some Michelin star restaurants as well, but if you want all of those things, the music, artisans, restaurants, then you can go to places like Nashville and Austin. Ironically enough, a lot of the clients that are telling us they're looking to leave, this really isn't a big reason why. You see, I think for the most part, people that want to go out, people that are just looking for maybe something more, they've got their own idiosyncratic behaviors. They've got their own idiosyncratic things, meaning people are gonna like different things. It's just how it is, right? I love the fact in Venezuela, I can go out almost every weekend and there's going to be a band that's playing Nepali music. I love the fact that I can go to Dublin, hang out in the Bridge Park, and there's always something kind of happening. I love the amphitheaters that I can just go out to and listen to music in the summertime. In the wintertime, I love skiing. I love just going out with my friends. That's also just me. A lot of our clients, they don't really care about those things. Sure, entertainment is important, but safety, job opportunities, and overall just a sense of belonging, as well as having family here, well, that's a lot more important. Hey, by the way, while I drink my cup of coffee, I just want to let you guys know, my name is Gagan. I am the founder of the Columbus Report and this YouTube channel, and as much as we love making these videos, we would love the opportunity to help you buy or sell a house here in Columbus, Ohio, in Central Ohio alone. Apparently I need to do a better job of telling you guys what specifically I do. So this is my call to action. If you're watching this on your TV, if you're watching this on your phone, give us a call, shoot us a text. We'd love the opportunity to help you buy or sell your property here in Central Ohio, whether you're doing it now, in 9 days, 90 days, whenever. Give us a call, shoot us a text. I gotta finish my cup of coffee. This is my 6th one of the day. You know, for the longest time, I never thought about dating as a big issue, and here's why. I knew that my mom was gonna find someone for me. I wasn't stressed. Arranged marriages, they still happen here and there. That's how my parents actually met. I don't even think about it too much, but ironically enough, after being, westernized, if that's what you wanna call it, Columbus, what I've noticed, maybe from other markets and other places as a whole, is our dating scene and also our friend scene as well, our social scene, let's call it that. Well, it's lacking. Columbus is a very difficult place to meet people and socialize with, especially if you're single. The population is very transient, especially because of Ohio State, so you'll meet a lot of people that are just passing by. People are telling me it's really difficult to make friends. It's either college kids or people that have lived here their entire life. Plus, the wintertime makes it even more difficult with people hibernating from 3 to 4 months. I've had clients move to bigger cities like Denver and Atlanta where the social scene is a little bit more bigger, best way to put it. But here's the other thing that I've noticed as well. This also is very individual based. See, I go to the same gym every single time. I work out there every single day. I've made some amazing friendships there. I've also sold homes to the people that operate and actually work out at my same gym. I feel like if you have hobbies and you're just yourself, you don't even necessarily worry about making friends. They will osmosisly come to you, right? If you're doing the exact same activities, the people that are doing those activities with you will come. For me, I sell real estate. I also love making content. So for me, I'm a content creator and a realtor. The people that are making content, the people that are working out, I will find my group. I will become friends with that group. Don't necessarily try to just create a friend group. Try to do the things that you love and find a friend group from that. Combining with this, where are you actually going to meet your friends? Because you need to take the highway. And let me tell you, our infrastructure is something that absolutely needs a lot of working. The roads are absolutely terrible. The roads are absolutely terrible. Let me tell you, my family and I used to visit our other family here in 2013. Some of these roads, these highways, they had 2 lanes. Now they have 4, 5. I-270 absolutely sucks during rush hour, especially with it being kind of the outer belt. And don't even get me started with driving downtown, especially when there's a lot of construction happening every single day. If you're driving nearby Kosai and you're going past the bridge, right around that location, what you're going to see is the Columbus Dispatch. They've got this massive office. That proximity, especially if you're just going straight from that street, disgusting construction. Let me tell you, I drive there almost every single week. Blows my mind how bad it is. Some of these roads, they don't even have signals. What? Public transportation is also non-existent, and we still don't have a light rail system here. I've had clients have 2 very strong opinions on this matter. Number 1, if you're coming from a rural area, let's say Rochester, New York, like where I'm from, this sucks. This is really hard, and it gets kind of frustrating. If you're coming from places like Miami, LA, Seattle, this is an absolute breeze. And honestly, again, it completely varies based on the personal experience that you've held and how much you actually need to drive. Plus, the other thing that we're talking about is not just driving in land, but also in the air. You see, our airport, it's fine, but we don't really have as many major destinations as other bigger hubs. Now, we have Mexico, which is always super duper fun, right? But people have been asking a lot to get to other markets, especially international markets as well. And you know, combining with this, right, with having so many transplants, listen, I hate getting political, but it is going to affect your real estate decision. Ohio, for the most part, has been a pretty red state. Columbus is decently liberal. There's some tension there. I've had clients tell me they just don't feel comfortable with the direction the state is headed, from education to reproductive rights and LGBTQ rights with it. Some are moving to more progressive states where they feel like their values are aligned. And on the complete flip side, I've also had more conservative clients tell me that they're moving to more redder states because that's where they feel like their values are aligned, and Columbus is just way too liberal. Political divide, it's real, and it's pushing people to go find places where their values are more aligned. Look at, man, I just sell houses, right? I'm not gonna get into this. I'm also not gonna get into that. And also, there's gonna be no YouTube realtor that's going to tell you about these things because these topics are unfortunately really uncomfortable. But I also want you to know about them if you are thinking about selling your house or if you're thinking about coming to Columbus, because the worst thing that can happen is you come to Columbus and you've realized you made a bad decision. That would suck. And that would mean that we're really bad at our jobs. And I wanna make sure that you have all the information prevalent so you can make the best decision for yourself, your family, your loved ones, whomever. But let's not be a downer. Roll some B-roll. You know, when we created this video idea as a whole, there was one topic that was always hyper prevalent, and it was natural beauty. I didn't even want to talk about this, but well, my team felt that it was really important because we are talking about Columbus, albeit a lot of our clients are moving to places like Dublin, New Albany, Powell, Bexley, the whole shebang. Columbus, maybe from a 270 perspective, right? In the inside, we don't really have that much natural beauty. Now, albeit, Hawkins Hill, a lot of other things, 45 minutes, Buckeye Lake, not too far of a drive. Calm yourself. Columbus doesn't really have that though. Love the outdoors, hiking, skiing, or just being outside, Columbus is going to disappoint you. Now we've got some parks and the Scioto River, but compared to cities near mountains, lake, and blends of both of those things, well, we don't really have that much going on. Even the Great Lakes are not that far from here. The clients moved to Colorado, Tennessee, and even Michigan. Ugh, I don't want to talk about that because there's more beautification there. And when your only real beautifying thing is a river, yeah, it's not the best. That's not to say, again, we don't have things going on. You can drive. We all love to drive. I have people drive from Ohio to Florida, Florida to Ohio all the time. It happens every single day. We can drive 45 minutes, maybe an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours to go to Lake Erie, Buckeye Lake. It's not that big of a deal. But I gotta ask you a question. If you are living in Columbus, what's the one thing you've noticed the biggest shift about Columbus with? Where's one area where you just noticed that Columbus has changed a lot? And if you're moving to Columbus, what is something I said that really people don't understand or took you by surprise? I'm really curious about your opinion on the whole thing, because Columbus is absolutely shifting. And most of these things people won't talk about because the topic, it's not comfortable. I love Columbus as a city, but the Columbus that attracted people 10 to 15 years ago is not the Columbus that we live in today. I hope this video serves two massive purposes. Number one, to confirm your belief in coming to Columbus. Number two, to confirm your belief in not coming to Columbus. Because if anything that I say scares you or things that you didn't know, now you do. And if you are coming to Columbus, we actually did an entire video on the A to Z guide of what it is to live here, work here, and play here. I'm gonna put that video right here. Watch it, and I'll see you soon. Peace.